Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Shezan Mahmud Adnan and this is Shabab Nawaz. Basically we will be looking after the class 8, 9 and 10. The O-level section will be the coordinators there. So the thing is about the O-levels, basically the concept of O-level I guess everyone is clear about. So why we need it and how we are planning it. So in Averroes we are currently following the Edexcel syllabus. We are currently following the Edexcel syllabus and there are two boards of examiners, Edexcel and Cambridge. So many of the parents have this confusion like is Cambridge better than Edexcel or vice versa. The thing is the difference, major difference in Edexcel and Cambridge is the syllabus, few subjects and the books. But everything is under University of London. University of London is the head of the board. It's just like Dhaka University with lots of colleges under it. Same goes University of London, Edexcel board and Cambridge board. So we will be dealing with it. So why O-levels? O-levels gives, for O-level syllabus is done that way so that a student later on when they go to like studying after A-levels, university and others, they get an edge. Edge as in what? For example, if you have O-levels English B, some of the universities abroad don't record IELTS exam. And same way, if you have, let's just say, some subjects, for example, if you finish O-levels, some universities abroad like don't want A-levels. They give you 1 year foundation course. After that foundation course, you directly go to university first year. So there are few edges of O-levels which is currently not available in our country or in any other country for that notion. So first thing, the Averroes International School, we are giving the O-levels. We are following the Edexcel curriculum. You guys will get a booklet of it, inshallah, they'll do it. So the thing is, we are giving the Edexcel curriculum and the subjects, the grading system of Edexcel is currently changing. We all know A star, A, B, C, D and going down. But now, when your children, like the children in 8, they will give exam, their time it will be point system. 9 being the highest, then U being the lowest. So like A star is 9 and 8, but 9 will be the world highest score. For example, the child which gets the world highest mark, that child will score 9. But the child which will get 8, that child will get the A star also, but not world highest. Then 7 is B. 7 is A, and similarly going down, the grades will go down. So this system will be followed for next session like 2020, end of 2020 and onwards. And Cambridge is also following the same system. They will also go on the same system. They will also follow the same system. So these marking systems are going to be followed by them. Now, the subjects we selected, the subjects class 8 students are currently getting, for example, compulsory subjects are English, Bangla, Math B and Islamic Studies. Now, Bangla, like the thing is about the Islamic Studies is that we are as an Islamic school, like we kept the Islamic Studies compulsory because if your child wants to be, let's just say, study in Islamic curriculum, for example, he wants to be an Islamic scholar or a lecturer or whatever. This like O-level Islamic Studies basically pushes him to that side. So we are keeping all the doors open for them, and generally we are offering currently we will offer like biology, chemistry, commerce, economics, ICT, mathematics A, physics and pure maths. So all these subjects children for 8 they are studying everything. 8 there is no option to choose because we didn't keep the option to choose in class 8, but generally none of the school does. Why is because without studying this subject, how will you know or how will we know that student is good for that? Now, let's just say, for example, you want your child to study in IBA, Dhaka University IBA. Now, fine, but in grade 8, they're studying the common subjects. Now, if the student, let's just say, he or she finds interest in biology or chemistry, then we can later on nurture that and make that work. But if that student wants to start engineering, that student needs to do good in physics, pure maths, and chemistry also. Chemistry is also required for engineering. Even for our medical Bangladesh medical administration, they want they want biology A, they want chemistry A, and physics and maths required, not pure maths, general math, the mathematics B. So same goes, but for IBA graduation, you need at least 5 O-level Bs, 5 Bs in O-level, and 3 Bs in A-levels. So these considering everything, considering all these and other universities in abroad, we selected these subjects so that if they can study from these selected subjects, they can go to anywhere. But considering they get the result, for example, if let's Allah na karuk, the thing is what, if they get, let's just say, less than C, that will not let them go to any good university. We have to make sure that they have to score minimum B. But for engineering, there is specific requirement. They have to have A in physics, maths, and for medical there is another one. So similarly, these things we have to nurture from now. 8 is the foundation. Like they are reading these subjects from class 1, same like this, science, English, these are just evolving, the subjects are just passing one by one. So the thing is, 8 is the foundation. If they can stick to the syllabus to 8, 9, 10 will be a bit easier for them. But if the 8 is rough, if the 8 they struggle in 8, it will be hard for them in the O levels also. So what Averroes, like what we are trying to do is, we are trying to give the teachers who have like O level experience, basically O level teachers, we are keeping them for class 8, so that these students get the O level experience and not the basic school exam. Like school exam, many of the parents have this confusion, the child getting in school, maybe they are getting A star, but that child giving mock exam suddenly got B, but my child got A star, why he is getting B? Why? Because the syllabus is now a bit harder. The question pattern is now, we will follow the O level question pattern. We will not follow the basic question pattern of true, false, fill in the blanks, the way we followed. Now we will follow what the O level question pattern is following. That's why suddenly a child might do bad, but that doesn't mean the child is bad. That doesn't mean the child is bad. So basically, this is the main thing what we will do. And the teachers we are selecting for 8, 9, 10, they are the currently leading teachers in other schools. They are part-time. They are mostly, the teachers are O-level teachers. They are not only just like teaching, their many batches got out. Like they are established teachers. What we brought here, they are established. They have lots of batches, lots of students got out like in their own hand. And also they know this specification change, the syllabus changing in 2020 and then later on, they are acquainted with it. They know it very well. So basically, that's why we brought them here under one roof, because like basically when a child goes to like 8, most of the parents are suggested, okay fine, let's go to coaching, let's go to there, let's do there. But what we are trying to do is, we want to minimize that. We want to minimize the dependency on the coaching. So basically, we will provide these necessary things. Now for class 8, the classes we have like designed and lectured, it will be enough for their foundation tier. Slowly when they will go to class 9, then 10, basically their classes will increase, their subjects will increase. We will have after school classes also. After school, like after 2:30, classes will also be introduced for them, so that they can study here, and just from studying here, they don't need to go to any other coaching or anywhere, but they need to study at home. Study at home is must. If anyone tells you, please come to us, your child does not need to study at home, this is wrong. Like for me, like I have given O levels from Oxford International School, so like I was under Cambridge University exam. So basically, what in my time, like what happened is, our school didn't provide the after school classes, so we had to go to various teachers, and it was like, for example, my class ended at 2, I had to go home at 10 because I had to go to various coachings. But Alhamdulillah, like our students, we don't have to do that. Basically, what the syllabus or whatever we are designing for them from school, they will go home, they will take rest, they will just study basically at home. Hopefully, they will not need any more extra support for the teacher support or anything else. We will inshallah provide that. And another thing that what we are planning is career support and career counseling. Basically, like for example, we have this notion in Bangladesh, human bias is needed for medical subject. This is totally wrong. You can go to the website of Bangladesh, like medical association, and everywhere you will see they need biology, O level, A level biology. They don't need human biology. Yes, human biology is good, but the thing is, mark threshold of human biology higher than biology. For example, 124, you're getting A to A star in biology. 144, you will get A in human bio. So 124 to 144, huge jump. So keeping everything in mind, we tried, we are trying to keep the things easy and simple for the parents and for the student, so that they don't need to have any confusion. They don't need to go to other places for this and that. So now currently we are working on, as they are in 8, so basically they have almost 9, 10, 11. They have approximately 3 more years before their O-levels. Approximately 3 more years. So we have quite a lot of time. I'm not telling this to the children, but you guys know, basically they have a lot of time to nurture them, to make them work this out. So what would I request every parent is, basically you should think which line of study your child will study now, and talk with them. Because always remember, this is 21st century. Our children are not different. Like for example, I'll just tell you a personal story. For example, when I used to get mad at my father, like I used to say do this, do that. What I used to do, I used to go into my room and just tell, my mom passed away a long time ago. So what happens, I used to tell our maid to cook beef, to cook chicken, to do the give that way. But my brother, when he gets mad, he goes to my grandmother's house, doesn't call back, doesn't do. So you see the difference. So our children now, the children you guys have, they are very emotional. Number one, they have the technology at their hand. You cannot just tell them this university, they can just type it in Google and find it out. You cannot just make them understand. So I would like every parent to talk with their children, to understand that they also have a dream. Children also have a dream. We have to understand that. So basically what it's best is talk with them, understand what the thing they want to study. You guys also tell about your dreams. We think this line will be better for you. So make sure in 8 they emphasis on those, so that in 9 they can select the subjects like that. For example, if you want your child to study in medical, but in grade 8, 7, 8 their biology score is very low, chemistry score is very low. So definitely if you tell that children, okay, you have to be a doctor, so you have to make sure that children's grades are also increasing with their subject selection, or else it's useless. Or else, like for example, if constantly a person is getting C on biology, you cannot push that person to pursue medical. That's just waste of time. That child's future is wasted, everything. And now in now 21st century, so doctor, engineer and barrister is not the only profession in the world. We have to remember that. In Bangladesh, my father, even first thing when I went to O-levels, my father, you have to be a doctor. Why? Because my handwriting is very bad. So he told me, okay, if you be a doctor, you will survive. Okay, then I don't want to be a doctor. Then my father is a Supreme Court advocate, so okay, fine, become a barrister or a lawyer. That will be good, because I have my chamber. You don't need to do anything. And here I am working in Averroes. Like basically, you never know where will you end up. But what helped me is my O-levels and A-levels. Because of the O-levels and A-levels, in many sectors, like in many schools or everywhere, like I had a slight edge, I would say, definitely. Because like now English is a must. In Dhaka University, wherever you go, subjects are evolving, the books are turning into English books, except you study Arabic language or Bangla. Even there is English. So the thing is, these children, whatever we are, like the subjects we are selecting, and we are also having connection with the British Council. We are talking with them, the subjects we are selecting. Also we are checking other universities, these are the requirements or not, these will be sufficient for our student or not. So considering all this, we are working on it, so that your children, if they finish O-levels from here, like A-levels from here, they can inshallah, keeping the grades average like B, they can get into any university in the world. So this is our basic motto and this is our basic plan. And about the evaluation, we are having the test, and the test score now will be a bit different, because we will follow the O-level pattern now. The questions will be a bit like pattern that way, so the scores might vary. Like for example, a student, like I said at first, someone getting A star, maybe getting B now. So don't be disheartened by that. And another thing is, do not pressurize your children. I have faced that, and I have seen that in our school. They are studying quite a lot of subject, Arabic language, Al-Quran. They are already pressurized. Remember, the children from other schools are not pressurized by this. They have lots of extracurricular activities. Our children do not. Our children go on studying. So you guys should support them wherever. Yes, you will be like, one parent will love, one will be like the one controlling, but you guys have to make sure that, because it's a fragile time, 8, 9, 10, it's a very fragile time, and kids nowadays are very fragile. They like after this like HSC result, many like accidents happen, like students, like families. So the thing is, make sure you support your children. Another thing, do not compare. Never compare. Even with the brothers, sisters, never. Do not compare. Your brother got this and what you are doing. No. They are, even their brothers, sisters, even their twins, their brain do not work the same way. You have to keep that in mind. You have to understand. And yes, a child might do bad one time. Make sure you support them to that, so that they can do good. Because like, scolding is one thing. I can scold, oh, you did bad. That's it. But another thing is, okay, fine, you did bad. Let's try harder, do better next time. My motto is, you should try to motivate the kids from now onwards. Yes, motivate them and try to plant your dream into their head. For example, do not force them. You have to be a doctor or this family is dead. No, plant the idea to their head and try to pursue that. That way it works better than just forcing them to. Because when you force them, that's giving that exam, that child will study that, but that child will just study that subject. And while giving the exam, O-level exam is not about just memorizing. Remember that O-level is not memorizing. The question patterns are different. It changes every year. They make this question that way so that their concept is clear and they give the exam. So we, from our side, we will give full support, the teacher support you need, the classes you need, everything we will give. But from yours, we will be needing this kind of support, the support at the home, about the subject selection, about how they're like doing, like they're not touching the book at home. That's a problem. That's a problem you guys have to deal with. Because if they're not touching anything at home, that we cannot just go to your house and do it. So they need to like go through the subjects, they need to go through the things at home also, and we will provide the rest of the things, inshallah. So, and we are planning basically to work as a career counseling, so that they can select their future career just from class O-level. They can just nurture it so that they can study that. So this is basically our plan.